What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Dan here, guys. I want to welcome you to the game update for October 2021. We've got ourselves a very busy month this month, and I am very excited to get into these titles. So we're going to just jump right into it and let you guys know exactly what I'll be covering. And obviously, as always, if it's not listed here, it either means there's no definitive release date, I've decided not to play it, or I am just unaware of it. So as always, if there's anything you feel I missed, let me know in the comments below. But let's jump right into this with the first game coming out that we're going to be touching base on. Now, this actually comes out on Tuesday the 5th. However, we will be getting an early copy to be playing that puppy on Monday, and I'm very excited for that. Alan Wake Remastered. Now, this game actually came out, I believe, in 2010, many years ago. And I never actually covered that game because around that time, I wasn't playing every game that came out. I was playing games that, I was still fairly new to, Let's Plays and things like that, because 2010 was when I first started doing Let's Plays. So I never picked it up, and in all this time, I never actually touched the game ever. So I'm so excited this is coming out because I've heard nothing but great things. It's one of the games that was like top best games of the 2010 decade. So 2010 to 2020 is one of the games you had to play, and I never did. So now is the perfect time to go ahead and play it, and I'm really excited to be doing that, and I'm happy to be showcasing that I'll be able to get that game for you guys on Monday. So I hope you tune in first thing on Monday. We're probably going to stream that via episode because the game is episodic, so I'll probably stream it via, like I said, by episode. Each episode could take anywhere from 2 to 3 hours, so there's 6 episodes total, so I'm guessing we'll be able to cover a few different episodes in each in each game, you know what I mean? Or sorry, in each stream, I should say. So I'm thinking I'm going to try and beat the game within the first 2 days. That'd be awesome. So all 6, but there are some DLC episodes that I'm assuming they're going to throw in as well. So we'll kind of play it by ear, but I'll do as many as I can, kind of similar to what I did with Life is Strange True Colors. So anyway, continuing on, coming out right after that, we have it a release date set for October 7th. However, once again, I should be getting this puppy early. We have got, and this is a game a lot of people are looking forward to, Far Cry 6. Now, I've been a big fan of the Far Cry games for a while. Ever since Far Cry 3, things have been phenomenal. Obviously, some of the games haven't been as good. Far Cry 5, though, was a step in the right direction. So now that we actually have Far Cry 6, it looks awesome. I really do enjoy the Far Cry games regardless. And since we're going to be streaming things this time, it's going to be a little bit different in the sense that we're going to have a lot more to be able to do, you know what I mean? Like normally when I would just record videos, I would just kind of play the story and not really include any extra exploration and things like that. Well, I've always been a fan of 100% completions, as you guys know, and Far Cry's in the past I have done that. However, in the past, like obviously since I haven't been streaming them all, I haven't felt like, oh, now's a chance to go ahead and go back to it. I would always just kind of just finish the game and leave it at that. But since we stream everything now, it's so much easier to cover more things at once or more things frequently. You know what I mean? So I can go ahead and cover this game, that game, whatever, and try and 100% it throughout the time we have to stream because we have more time to stream it. It takes away the need to post multiple videos and things like that and edit things out. We can just experience it and play the game and as the crow flies, if you will. So I'm really excited about that, and I think we're going to be trying to 100% Far Cry 6 as well. So hopefully we'll get some early coverage for you on that one as well. All right, coming out on October 12th. Now, this game is going to be done cooperatively. I'll see what it's going to be done because of the nature of the game and the co-op aspect. I don't know how frequently I'll be able to give you guys content on this one. However, we're going to do our absolute best. We've got Back 4 Blood. Now, if you guys are aware, Back 4 Blood is like a spiritual successor, or it's kind of a nod to the Left 4 Dead franchise. Same kind of team worked on it. So it's kind of like a reimagining, I guess you could say, kind of a relaunch almost of the Left 4 Dead franchise. So it's very similar, it handles similarly, plays similarly with the campaigns and things like that, the 4-player co-op, tons of different weapon types, things of that nature. So I'm going to do my absolute best to get you guys co-op gameplay, because I'm going to have co-op partners, but everyone's schedule is always different. So that's the downside about this, is I don't really know for sure when I'll be able to get gameplay consistently. Normally, if it's just me playing a game, I can play it whenever I want. My schedule's the only one I got to worry about, which is very open because this is what I do for a living. So it's so much easier to make content. But obviously, we're going to be touching base on that. If I can guess, like I said, there's going to be probably just campaigns, and I'm assuming we're going to sort each stream by campaign, obviously depending how long it takes us. Kind of like, I'm going to try and roll with the same crew that I did with Aliens Fireteam Elite. So you kind of can get an idea. It took us about 2 hours per stream, maybe a little longer to beat certain things, just to give you kind of an idea of that. But that's coming out on the 12th. And again, I don't know if I'm going to get an early copy or not on that. I'll let you guys know. Coming out on the 15th, but they usually do a early release for this one. We have got NHL 22. Now, once again, people are asking me, are you going to be covering the next NHL game? Yes, I play sports games year round, or all year. However, this will be the first NHL, similar to NBA, that will be live streamed. I think the NHL franchise just makes 100% more sense to live stream because it's so much easier to, like, I could maybe, depending how many games we can get done, you can pretty much stream an entire month of gameplay in one stream. However, I mean, as you can see, we'll be able to beat it a lot faster. So I don't know if I'm going to end up doing it that way or if I'm just going to kind of sort it how I did sort it and just go by a weekly basis. Maybe sort by 2 weeks this time or whatever. But, I think it makes sense to do like for each game took about 45 minutes. 30 minutes, 45 minutes, depending on the situation. So when you really think about it, in a big stream, you can get a ton of games done. So 2 weeks worth of content, in my opinion, you should be able to get done. So that should be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, they've made very, very subtle changes in the NHL games over the years, but in the last year's game, NHL 21, they made more changes than in the past. So I'm hoping that this will be another step in the right direction, at least in terms of the career mode, because the Be a Pro career mode in the past has been rather kind of dull. There hasn't even been cutscenes, but now they've introduced cutscenes in NHL 21. So I'm hoping in NHL 22 we continue the cutscenes and maybe advance on it a little bit more, more draft maybe footage, things like that. I think that would make the most sense, and I would look forward to seeing something like that if they end up going that route. But again, think about NHL. Out of all the EA Sports titles, it kind of gets the least amount of coverage. EA doesn't push it as much because it's not as big of a seller as FIFA or Maiden. So people don't even know it really comes out, and most people don't actually play it. It's kind of the downside about hockey. I love hockey, but it's a sport that kind of is in the dark comparatively to the other sports out there. So I don't know, maybe that's just my opinion on it, but you don't really see too much action in the way of NHL content. So it is what it is, but we'll figure out what we end up doing. It'll be interesting because, at least with NBA, I'm sure you guys have noticed, has been kind of an interesting situation to stream it. But because it's not the same, I think NHL is more suited for a stream than anything else. So, yeah, I do look forward to covering that, and I think it's going to be a lot easier to stream it and, get more done. And I think more people are going to be able to engage with content that they normally wouldn't have. So anyway, let's move on to our next title. We've got, on October 22nd, I'm really looking forward to this one. And we originally had this release got shared with another game, but the other game got postponed to next month. We have got Dark Pictures Anthology, House of Ashes, the third episode of the Dark Pictures Anthology. I've played the first two already. I absolutely love them. So just like the last episode of Dark Pictures Anthology, we're going to be doing a single full game stream with the intent of hopefully keeping people alive. We got lucky with the last stream. The thing is, if you guys watched the first episode, Man of Medan, I remember I recorded that one. That was kind of at a time when I was still streaming on Facebook when that came out. And I had recorded that one, my first run. Everyone survived except for one person. And then I re-streamed it. I streamed it the next day. And I ended up getting everybody alive, but Facebook streams don't exist anymore, so that's all gone. So it's not there. Or at least my stream disappeared. They deleted all the streams. Instead of saving them as a VOD, they just deleted them all, which is kind of lame. It's kind of like a Twitch style. Now with the second game, Little Hope, we ended up doing a once through kind of a stream, and we got everybody survived in that one as well. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. So now we got our third episode, which again, we're gonna go one through it. If people end up dying, we'll probably end up streaming it again and try and save everybody, make a change at a certain junction to make sure everyone lives. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's the perfect time to be playing a horror game around the Halloween season as we get closer to the 31st. But that'll be done, like I said, on the 22nd, and it no longer shares a time slot with something else. Okay, moving on, we have our next game. Now this game, I remember watching at E3, and I honestly don't have super high hopes for it, if I'm honest, but I'm still gonna give it a go anyway, just due to the nature of the theme, and I do like the theme of this game. We have, on the 26th, we have Guardians of the Galaxy. So this is like a standalone one developed by Square Enix, and honestly though, I'm not gonna lie, the gameplay looks a little bland to me. There's a bit of RPG elements in there with some choices and things like that, but I think the gameplay, like I said, is gonna let it down. Like I said, I'm still gonna give it a go. I'm going to try my best to, you know, tough through it, but I don't think that game is going to be turning any heads. But people have been asking me about it, so I decided to cover that one for you guys. So be sure to keep an eye out for that as well. Also, on the 28th, we have 2 releases. I don't know if I'm going to be doing one of the games, but one of them I'm definitely going to be doing. I'll start with that first. We have Riders Republic. This is a Ubisoft title, kind of like a spiritual successor to the Steep games, but it's kind of a hybrid now. It's a bit of everything. It's kind of like it's more so along the lines of I don't know. To be honest, it's a bit of everything, like snowboarding, you know, BMX, hang gliding. All that stuff is still kind of, it's still extreme sports, but it's slightly different. You can understand, you can kind of feel like Steep was kind of like the way things were starting, and then they kind of added more things to it. That's what I think they're kind of going with. It looks a lot of fun, and it looks like a lot of fun, and I'm excited to play it. So yeah, we're definitely gonna be checking that one out. It got delayed, I think, a couple times, so it's nice to actually be able to touch base. I hope they have some sort of a beta or something, because I think that game needs a beta to try out. I don't remember if Steep had a beta. It's been a minute since that game came out. I think it was like 2016 when that came out. So we'll have to wait and see for that one, but we're definitely gonna be covering Riders Republic towards the end of the month there. And as well, this game, okay, so this one, we don't know for sure what's going on, if I'm going to cover it or not, but it does have a definitive release date, October 28th as well. I've actually never played any of these games. It's a long-running franchise that's been releasing games for, honestly, since the early 2000s, all the way back to like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. At least I think PlayStation 1 might have been the first one, might have came out on PS2. Correct me if I'm wrong. But we have got a remaster, kind of a relaunched version of Fatal Frame Maiden of Black Water. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Fatal Frame actually came out back in 2014 for the Wii U. And as you guys know, I did have a Wii U, but I stopped playing games on that due to the Nintendo copyright that was like plaguing YouTube for a long time. So I never got into that one. I've seen bits and pieces of the Fatal Frame franchise over the years. So I'm familiar with the idea of it. A great Japanese horror style game, survival horror game featuring a lot of ghost stuff. So I'm thinking it could be a cool thing to play, especially around Halloween. It's an interesting re-release considering the original game came out in 2014. So it's not like it's a, you know, it's not like it's an anniversary or anything like that. And I think it is one of the later Fatal Frame games to come out. There hasn't been much in the terms of Fatal Frame. Honestly, I thought they stopped making Fatal Frame games a long time ago. I didn't even know this one existed. So the fact that I've never played a Fatal Frame game kind of leaves me up like, should I play it? Do you think this one's going to be easy enough for me to just kind of jump into it? Which I assume it will be. Obviously, it's being brought to modern like consoles and of course PC, things like that. So I think it could be a really, really good Halloween game to play. You guys will have to let me know what you think about that. Not exactly sure how long it's going to take us, but I think that could be something to add on towards the end. We got a lot going on, but we're streaming. It's so much easier to get through things. So I said, you know what, why not add a few extra games that normally we wouldn't cover? So let me know what you guys think. I think that'd be a good idea, maybe to just pick that up. It could be a fun one to play for the channel. The remastered version or re-release. I don't even know if they're calling it a remaster. I think they're just bringing it to modern consoles, but it might as well be a remaster at that point. It's kind of what everyone does these days, isn't it? Anyway, so I think with that, we have, that's about it. That's all that's got a release date as of now. And that's quite a busy month. And that's just that doesn't even count what we're already working on. You know, NBA is still being continued, as you guys know, even though we ran into a snafu, you know, with a glitch. Still waiting on something. As of now, as I'm recording this video, nothing new in terms of NBA 2K. I'm gonna try and stream it. Obviously, like I think today is when I'm gonna be streaming it. Actually, October 1st is when I'm streaming it. Give it a go. I might try simming some things, but I think a lot of people are soft locked on this mission and unable to continue it. So nothing new from 2K. They're aware of it, but it's not a priority to them because it's all about VC. So it really does suck that there really is just kind of a dead end. You know, I don't know if, like I said, it's permanent, but the fact that I can't even be a starter at this stage is super frustrating. I'm coming off the bench, and it's funny because if you actually look at all the minutes that teams are playing, we're all playing the same amount of time. I think we're all playing like I remember last time we played like 16 minutes, like most of the starters and myself, but I was still coming off the bench. It was very, very weird. So I don't know, even on the other side of the team, even the starters were playing 15 minutes or 16 minutes or whatever it was. So it's pretty broken. I know people want me to go back to it, and I do too. I just want to have progression. I don't want to keep playing it and do a bunch of stuff if it's not going to even change progression, you know? So we're going to have to wait and see on that one. But like I said, I will try streaming it and maybe try simming. Someone told me that if you sim a couple games, it'll undo the soft lock. So we'll give that a try. So we'll wait and see what happens with that. But other than that, October is a busy month, and there's a lot of great stuff to look out for. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like. Be sure to comment down below, like I said, if you think anything that I'm missing, let me know. Any DLCs that you know are coming out that you're aware of that I might have missed, let me know in the comments below. Let me know also what you are looking forward to watching. If you're going to be watching any of these games, what games are you looking forward for me to play? I'd love to hear your opinions on everything. Let me know down in the comments, guys. I'd love to see what you guys have to say. Also, don't forget to like and follow my social media pages to keep to get in touch with me and keep up to date with other things and see some behind the scenes stuff as well. I got a Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Discord, all linked in the description. If you want to get a shirt or hoodie of mine, there's a link in the description for that. And also a big shout out to the sponsors of the channel, DXRacer, Bones Coffee, Always Bearded, Ridge Wallet, and Jinx Custom Controllers. Some quality products that I use daily for various things. Obviously, check them out, link in the description. And you could also use my promo code DANQ8000 to save some money on the respected sites. Just follow the links and use that. It'll all help you out there. Check them out, link in the description, of course. And also, if you haven't yet, don't forget to check out the Team 8000 membership program. It does support the page so very much. And obviously, there's 2 tiers available depending on your budget, a basic and a premium. Obviously, you get some perks for signing up. Badges by your name, custom emojis to use in chat, exclusive videos and streams, and priority in open lobbies. If you go the premium route, though, you'll get your own 20% off discount code to use my merch store, as well as entry into the monthly game giveaway, where every month, including today, I do a private stream for all members to join. However, I also do a live draw of the giveaway where I take all the premium members, throw them into a random generated hat, and pull a random name, and that person gets to win a game of their choice. I literally pull a name, that person says, hey, I want this game, I buy it and send it their way. It's as simple as that. Be sure to check it out. There's a link in the description. There's also a join button below the video and on my main channel page as well. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I cannot wait to experience these titles with you. We got a very, very busy 4th quarter still underway. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully I see you in the next stream very, very soon. Until then, let's hand things over to Knox Hill. Have a good one, guys.
Who's the man with the plan? If you feel trouble wildin' wild on these violent and hit you 8,000. Wait a minute, hold that style is dialed in. Goddamn Billy Jack, we still riding tires flat. I hear them sirens, see shots flying, so we driving fire back. If they ain't vibing, lie with that. Got me dressed up in all black. What up? Hood up, and I see them haters try to run with us. They gon' need inhalers. Gotta breathe them hard just like Darth Vader. Players, grab your respirators. Night invaders get lightsabered. Mask on for the shooters. Move like trash to bed intruder. Got that Glock and got them woofers. Just press play, I'll keep it moving. Who is Knox Hill, you damn fools? Keep it fresh like canned food. There ain't nothing we can't do, so tune into that damn kill. Yeah. It was never, ever a game.